Welcome back, arcade fans. How are you all doing? Tony here with this week's video, and this week is going to be something a little bit different. Now, if you've seen the videos that I've done with Alex in the past, we play 3 games and then we look back at them, talk about them, see what we like about them, what we don't like about them, and rank them out of 10 with how many credits we'd actually spend on the machine. So I thought I would do something similar, whilst I've got quite a few games that I'm not overly familiar with here as well. Now, the 3 games I've selected have been the last 3 games in the Digital Arcade Facebook High Score Challenge group. Okay, those 3 games are Altered Beast, a game you've probably all heard of. Then we've got Kick, not so much a known game. And then Street Fighter 3, Third Strike, Fight for the Future, or something ridiculously long like that. So we're going to play the 3 games. We'll see what they like, and then we'll come back and have a little talk about them. So let's get started with Altered Beast. Okay, so we're going to start off playing Altered Beast, which came out in 1988 by SEGA. I think I actually played this game more on a console than I did in the arcades. So let's give it a go and just see how I can do on it. I do like the idea behind this game. It's a really, really good idea. I just find it really, really difficult to play. Rise from your grave. So 2 buttons. I think you know there's 3 buttons. You've got a punch button, you've got a kick button, and you've got a jump button. Now the idea is to get these white wolves or whatever they are, collect the orb that comes from it. You get 3 orbs and then you'll turn into the beast. Now each round has a different beast. So there's a brown bear, wolf, whatever it is. There's the white one, so that's number 2. We've got our second one. And there's the third one. Now, because I've got all 3 in a row, I'll get a bigger bonus point. So if I didn't get all 3 in a row, if I missed one and then got the 4th one, say, I would get a much smaller bonus. That's just the odd little thing that I've worked out along the way. So if you do get all 3, first of all, you will get the bigger bonus. So I'll jump to get that one. Now, one thing I found with this, that obviously if you do get all 3, it's actually a shorter game, because I'll now go straight to the boss. If I hadn't got all 3 at this point, I'd carry on. So the boss just keep hitting him, eventually he'll die, but you've got to get away from the heads that he fires at you. So he's not too difficult to beat. I might lose the odd bit of energy on this one. But, oh, that was lucky. Right in between. There we go, he's a goner. So you'll see now I'll get a 100,000 point bonus for getting this one. Here we go. 100,000 points. I couldn't work it out to start with what made the difference in the bonus points, but it's purely getting all the wolves straight away. So on to the second stage. Now, one thing I just don't quite get with this game, so the first enemies you're going to see on here, you don't get any points for them. So I kill him, no points at all. So I don't really quite see the purpose of that. And now we've done that, we're going to get our first power up. So there's the brown one, here comes the white one, there's the orb, get the orb. That's number 1. Now, I often miss number 2 on this one. But I've got it this time. Oh, I forgot to kick him. So here comes the 3rd one. And we're going to transform straight away. Which means this is, again, it's a short level. It would actually go on longer if I didn't transform so quickly. But of course I wouldn't get so many points. So we've got different power-ups for each beast. So as you can see, you've got 2 different powers. Using your jump and your kick button gives you your different powers. And now we're going to go straight to the boss. This is just an eye. didn't really want to lose the energy there, so I've lost a life. And we've killed the beast. So I should get 100,000 bonus again. So really, it's a really low scoring game. I've only got 14,700 points. The other 200,000 have come from bonuses. Now, I've never got past stage 3, so this is really as far as I'm going to get on this game. Right, so again, I find this really difficult. Now, you need to kick these enemies. So that's the first one kicked. Let's get out of the way of these and get back up, and hopefully... no, I can't get him. So I've missed him. So I've missed the first one. Right, I managed to get that. Let's get over. I always get hit by those. So we've got those enemies from Golden Axe. Well, things you can ride from Golden Axe. Ah, that's another life lost. So I've managed to turn into the bear. So again, he's got different powers. I don't want to fall off of here because I will fall and die, and this is my last life. So that's it, game over. 228,500, but I only really got 28,500 points. The rest of it was bonus. So you can see I'm not particularly good at the game, and that's with a little bit of practice as well. Put my name in, I've come 5th. So have a look at my score. So my top score, 234,800, never passed round 3. Don't yet know how to get past it, but the more I try, the better I get, but it's a very hard game to get into. But for now, let's move on to game number 2. Okay, so our second game then is Kick. This came out in 1981 by Midway. So it's quite an old game, very, very old. I've got to base it on the fact that it's quite an old game rather than thinking, you know, on today's standards. Obviously, it wouldn't really live up to today's standards at all. This is 1981 we're taking ourselves back to. And let's give Kick a go. So it is a spinner game, so we're going to use my spinner on this and the button that's nearest me so that I can actually stand away from the camera. So 2,000 points rack when all balloons are kicked. So the idea is to kick all the balloons and then pop them. So the aim is simply to pop the balloons, which you can do. But if you kick them, you'll get the 2,000 point bonus. I mean, the name of the game is Kick, so it tells you. So the instructions are at the bottom. It does say pop balloon on the head. So if I try and kick every single one of them, then I'll get my bonus. Sometimes it needs a second kick because it will bounce. So far, so good. So it's a really simple idea, but I have to admit, although it's only one screen and the graphics are quite basic, it is actually quite a good game. So I've had to kick that one a second time. Oh, look at that, I actually popped it at the end. I can't believe it. So I actually didn't get the bonus. Now this time, you've just got to collect them all on your head. I can't believe I missed that one. So you literally collect them. Now it looks relatively easy. Yellow ones move slow, red ones are medium, and blue ones are fast. Right, so we are going to collect Pac-Man now. Pac-Man gives you a bonus. Now if you can have all the Pac-Men at the end, you will get an even bigger bonus. So there's a second Pac-Man. So notice a bigger bonus that time. So it's a spinner that controls your player, moving left to right. Let's collect Pac-Man. 1600 bonus. Right, so I've got to kick it because I missed it. So you've always got the chance, and I missed that one because the pile gets high. You can't get to them all, and that's the whole point of being able to kick the balloons back up, and I've missed it again. So once the pile's full, either Pac-Man eats them, or you pop them. So there's my bonus, so 1600 because I had all my Pac-Man. So this is a challenge rack. No lives lost on this. Basically collect all the balloons, but don't collect the bombs. So I might have to kick now. I'm going to have to kick to get the balloon. I don't want to collect the bomb. Maybe this is the last one. And it is. So now it starts to get quite hard. It's going to go faster. So 3 times points, but it is going faster. Now the only tip I've got for this is to stay nearest the blue balloons, because they're the ones that come down fast. So there's Pac-Man. So blue Pac-Man as well counts as a blue balloon, so I want to stay near. There's the second Pac-Man. You can kick Pac-Man back up again. Right. So that's all the blue ones got. So far, so good. 2 to go. I've got my Pac-Man bonus because I've still got Pac-Man in. Now this is where it gets really, really hard. It's fast, and if you kick a balloon, the second balloon will drop. So there's the second balloon dropping, which makes this rack even harder. Oh, so I've dropped the balloon. Not as easy as it looks, I can tell you now. Right, so let's get Pac-Man. So get some points. Oh, I thought I'd missed that then. Oh, there's another one gone. Oh, I've lost a Pac-Man as well. So that's not good. So I'm going to lose my bonus points. So that was my second balloon popping out, and there's Pac-Man. Oh, that means I'm not going to get Pac-Man on this go. So no more balloons because that's the top of the pile. Hopefully I can at least complete the level. So we're going to get Pac-Man. But we don't get a bonus at the end because I don't have both of them. And the fire. I've made it through that level. So we've got another challenge rack now. So again, it's don't collect the bombs. Just try and complete the pile. You won't lose a life if you drop any. It just ends the challenge. So you get points whilst you're collecting them. And obviously you get your points at the end once you've completed it. So again, looking at easy. I've had to throw them up. 1 or 2 to go. Don't want that. Don't want that. we've ended it. Right, okay, so we're going on to rack 5 now. This is really hard. Well, that's the best I've ever done that. I'm not going to get Pac-Man though. Ah, I've dropped it. Oh, it's so hard. Really hard to do this. I bet it looks easy, but I can tell you now, it definitely isn't. Oh, why did I do that? Surely one to go. Yeah. Got Pac-Man. Oh, I'm not going to get that one now. Kicked him up. Oh, is that game over? I think it is. Yes, 9th place. So now I get my name in. Now, if you've played Tron, putting your name in, it's the same way. So Midway obviously used the same method for putting in their high score tables. There we go. If I got the extra 2,000 points, that would have been 19,000. That would have been right up there. So that would have been a much, much better score at the start of the game. But that was Kick. So let's now move on to our 3rd game. Right, so this is our 3rd game. This is Street Fighter 3, Third Strike, Fight for the Future. My goodness, why did they come up with such a long title? Try saying that when you're drunk. Not a chance. Well, it's a beat 'em up game, as we all know. Street Fighter. Everyone's heard of Street Fighter. Not a kind of game that I'm a particular fan of. I don't really play them very much. You'll see why. Because I'm absolutely terrible at them. And I must admit, I don't particularly enjoy them either. But we're going to give it a go. So let's play it. Street Fighter 3. 2 coins. Right, so it's 6 buttons. I have absolutely no idea which player to select. Which one shall I be? Which one looks the baddest? He looks quite bad. He looks really ugly. Oh, I think we're going to go for this one. Go for Remy. Now, I don't understand this bit. What is it? Is this to do with a power-up? I'm really not sure. 2 joysticks up plus the kick button? I don't know. Blue Nocturne. Yeah, this means absolutely nothing to me. You're probably shouting at the screen saying, Tone, do this, select that one. Let's go with that. I have no idea what it is. I mean, you can't deny the graphics on this are great. I'm now just button bashing because I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I don't actually even know how to trigger the superpower. So you might see the enemy doing superpower at me, but you're not going to see me doing any superpower because I don't know how to do it. In my mind, I can just jump, kick and jump and punch, or that's about it really. I'm sure there's a way of blocking as well, but I've absolutely no idea how to do that. Well, I've managed to win a fight anyway, at least one fight. It's unusual on these games that I even win a fight. So I did a weird kick then. I have no idea how I did that. Absolutely no idea at all. again, I'm not a fan of actually having to use the up on the joystick in order to jump. I like to have a jump button, but of course, with 6 buttons already in use, you obviously need to use the up to jump. This is going to be a close one. Oh, she's got me! There we go, see, I've lost the fight already. Just is on the easy round. Not a clue what I'm doing. Yeah, 2-hit combo. Not really sure how I've done that. I'm sure people get like 30 odd hit combos. Well, I thought the super your super attack was like pressing 2 buttons together and things like that. But it doesn't matter what combination buttons I use, I get nothing out of it. So I've actually managed to win a match. That's normally unheard of as well. This game does feel like it's slightly easier than maybe other Street Fighter games that I've played. Not that I've actually played many. E+, I'm assuming that's quite low. Who do I want to fight? Oh, it's going to be someone from Brazil.
Are you ready? Go!
So he's already seriously taking me out. Oh my goodness, look. I'm being absolutely hammered here. Absolutely hammered. Yep, he's got me already. That's how quickly I've died. I did manage to get about 500,000 points on this in the challenge. I actually hit I reached a bonus stage. I think it was maybe after the 3rd fight. I can't remember. So it was a bit unusual to see a bonus stage in a fighting game. But I've absolutely no idea what I'm doing here at all. No tactics, no nothing. I'm just hitting the buttons and hoping for the best. And he's still absolutely hammering me. Yeah. That's me a goner. That's going to be game over. 161,000. I'm sure that's a pretty poor score. Okay, obviously we're not continuing, but that's Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, something or other. I'll never remember the full name of the game. Wow, I'm actually even on the board, 3rd place. Wow. Let's have a look. Will it show the actual scoreboard? Yes, it will. So there we go. I did manage to get 520,000, which I guess maybe wasn't bad, or I don't know, but it was a bit of luck, I think. I had no idea what I was doing, but there we go. That's our 3rd game, Street Fighter 3. Let's go down and actually analyse the games. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 games that we just played. Starting off with Altered Beast, which came out in 1988 by SEGA. Now, I love the idea of the game. I think it's a really good idea. In fact, quite possibly one of the best ideas for a game that actually ever came out. The fact that you can change into a beast, you've got different powers, and each level you've got a different beast as well, which has different things or power-ups that it can actually do. This is absolutely great. The graphics, I think, are great. The music in the game is great. My only main quirk with the game is the controls. The control system seems to let it down. I don't know what you think if you've played the game. It is a good game, but the control system itself just stops me wanting to come back for more. Whilst it's been in the challenge, I've been really sort of playing it just to try and get a higher score, and I have got further than I've ever got before. But at the same time, I still sit there finding myself really frustrated with the controls and the way in which it actually works. I want to love the game, but I just can't quite get that extra sort of like thing that makes me want to keep playing it and want to get better at it. So it's there, but not quite. And I will probably put it back down again once the challenge is out of the way, which is a bit of a shame, because I really think it could have been such a good game. Now, if I'm going to rank it, I think, you know, in 1988, if I'd have walked into an arcade and seen this game and put my money in, I would probably have put something like maybe 5 or 6 credits in there to give it a go. I think it would have probably then beaten me, and the controls in it would have said, no, can't be doing that anymore. Out of 10, I think probably once again 5 or 6 is probably about right. Maybe if I'm really generous, I could give it up to a 7, because I love the idea of the game. I really do, and I really want to like it more. But it just irritates me that little bit because of those controls. But it is a good game. Let me know what you think about it. Let's move on to the second game, which was Kick by Midway in 1981. Now, it is, as you've seen, a very basic game, but I love the fact you've got a spinner control. That's great. Not many games have spinner controls. It's nice to have something different. It's only got the one screen, but when we look at that, is that so bad? Because we had Space Invaders at that time, that was only one screen. We had Pac-Man at that time, that was only one screen. So really, yes, it could have been better if they'd had more screens or backdrops to actually see. But the actual nature of the game, it's quite a unique style game in the fact that you're using the spinner to control your character left and right, and you're either trying to pop the balloons on that first stage or collect them on your head. Very, very simple gameplay, very, very simple, but it does keep me wanting to come back for more and try and get that bit further. It does get progressively difficult, and quite increasingly, or quite quickly, it does get difficult as well. It's not as easy as it looks. So it may not be the best looking game out there, but I must admit, it's quite a nice find. I do quite like it. Had I actually been in the arcade in 1981 and come across that game, and we've got to remember 1981, how many credits would I put in this game? I think, probably once again, I'd have probably put 5 or 6 credits in this, because it is quite a fun game. Out of 10, yeah, I think probably maybe once again 5 or 6. I couldn't go any more than that, just because of the fact that it is only one screen and it isn't such a well-known game. It obviously didn't do anywhere near as well as Space Invaders or Pac-Man, so it wouldn't be fair to sort of rate it a 7 or 8. But it is a fun game to play. I actually quite enjoyed it. So once again, if you've played it or if you want to give it a go, let me know what you think about it in the comments as well. Finally, moving on to Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Fight for the Future. My goodness, what a long name. Now that came out in 1999. Now those that know me know I can't stand beat 'em ups. They bore the hell out of me. Now when Street Fighter came along, okay, people loved that, but it had its quirks, it had its flaws. So they made Street Fighter 2, and as far as I'm aware, Street Fighter 2 is the one that everyone plays, the one that everyone loves to play. Now, with that coming out, I can't remember when that came out, early 90s maybe, that was all the rage. But after that, there's been so many Street Fighter and other beat-em-up games. I just sit there thinking, was there really any need for it? Did we need to have Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 10? I mean, this is Street Fighter 3, and then there's a Third Strike, and there's a Fight for the Future. Do we just need all those games? If I'd have walked into an arcade in 1999 and seen that machine for the first time, I can honestly say it wouldn't have received a single credit from me, not one, to be brutally honest, because having probably put a credit in Street Fighter 2, that would have been enough for me. I didn't get much enjoyment out of it. I know it's a fan favourite, but to then have all these other games following it, this game would not have got a single credit from me. Now, out of 10, I think I'm being generous by giving it a 1. I've got to give it a 1 because it doesn't matter if I play the game, I'm bored. I just get bored playing it. Now there could be people screaming and shouting at me saying, Tony, no, we do love the beat 'em ups, and I totally get that. If you love beat 'em ups, that is your thing. But for me, I just can't get into them. But my real question is there the necessity for all of these beat 'em ups. I just don't think we needed to have all these beat 'em up games. It's just too many. They took over the arcades, and that's probably one of the reasons why I then stopped going to arcades, because there's just so many beat 'em ups around and no other flavour of games in the arcades. I just don't think there was any need for all of these games. But let me know what you think. You may love this game, you may never have actually played it yourself and love beat 'em up games, and let me know what you think about it. But my own personal feeling is that I don't particularly like it at all. I'd never play it again, just because I just don't like beat 'em ups. They just do nothing for me whatsoever, but that's just me. You yourselves may love the games and you may love to play that kind of game. But once again, let me know what you think in the comments. And other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.